like, the course is like 100 videos, Rebecca, but I know it sounds like a lot. There's 6 modules, and within each module, there's probably around 10 videos. The videos are anywhere from like a minute, a couple minutes to like maybe 20 minutes or something like this. So it's like, you know, kind of just like short videos and then some long videos. That's the 6 modules. And then, and actually I could just show you if I can. Hang on, I'll just go here and I'll show you so you can see what it looks like. And then there's like a whole bonus wholesaling section, and then there's a bonus speaker section, and then there's also a like a whole workshop that I did, like a whole day workshop, which is like maybe 6 hours long, that you could go through and you could watch that. That's as a bonus as well too. And then there's all kinds of checklists and contracts and deal analyzers and just like all kinds of stuff like that too. So here's the course. Super Simple Self-Storage is the name of the course. And here's the modules. You can see here. Okay, so the first thing is the bonus super simple 6-step system to storage. That's like a little bonus thing that we did. It's like, this is just going to get you started, where you're like, I don't want to go through the damn course. I just want to get started, right? So that's this right here. And then you have your departments. Office admin, there's 11 videos in here on how to set up your office, get everything going, right? How to start really getting everything going. Here's your marketing department, where you get on and do all the different ways to market. Okay, that's all here. And then you have acquisitions. And I'm clicking the button, it's not working. Here's acquisitions, all kinds of like case studies, running deal analysis, kinds of stuff like this. Let's see. And then like if you clicked on running deal analysis on a facility, there should be a deal analyzer on one of these videos. I think it's this one. Not this one, but one of these videos will have a deal analyzer on it that you will click right down here. Let me click and see if I can find it. And so templates come with the videos as well. Like here's the due diligence checklist it goes through. Here's deal analysis. It might be on this one actually, kind of higher up. Yeah, see, like here's the due diligence checklist. You would click this download, and then it goes over the checklist, all the due diligence that you have like on the facility. Let's see what else. I mean, honestly, it just takes you through everything. I don't know what else to tell y'all, except for it goes through literally everything, you know, and you just go as you're going, you watch that module. So you don't have to sit there and watch all of them right now. You just like, look, I'm going to set my office up and I'm going to get some marketing going. And then you get your marketing going, and all of a sudden somebody calls you, crap, oh my God, somebody wants to sell, right? And then you go in here and you watch acquisitions, and you're like, okay, I really want to buy this one. How do I find money? And then, because really this is all the process. It's like all how to find money and stuff like that. And then it's like management. Okay, crap, now I bought this thing, now what do I do? And it gets in and it's like, okay, let me talk about like how to manage it, change of ownership letter, spare foot, auction processes, this kind of Google listings. It goes through all that. And then you have your bonus full day workshop. You have all your guest speakers. These are all like people that have come and talked to storage nerds that were just like awesome, excellent guest speakers. And I was like, put them into the course so you can hear them. Land trust, deal analysis, private money, business structuring. So you can come in and watch all that. And then finally, wholesaling, right? And this is the whole wholesaling business. Module. So that's basically what the course looks like. So it really kind of takes you step by step by step. All right. I try to do as much. And then if there's anything ever that you're like, hey, like I'm not understanding that, or can you do a video on this? I'll just do a video and put it in. All right. That's how it is, you know, like, you know, like I said, I'm an open book. When wholesaling, what if you get a contract on a facility and you don't find a buyer? Then you just cancel the contract. You back out. But look, I'm going to tell you, like, first of all, you need to if you're not getting a buyer, It's because the price of your facility is not correct. And that boils back down to deal analysis and truly understanding how to run commercial deal analysis, which you have to be educated on and look at and understand. Okay. So if you're not getting a buyer, first of all, you should be coming to me first. And I'll tell you if it's a good deal or not. Honestly, I'll tell you. Right. And then you can go back and renegotiate. I'm like, look, Stacy told me it's not a good deal. I need to know this price. Right. But if it's a good deal and it's in an area that my students are buying in, they'll buy it. And if not, I'll help you because I know so many. I have one guy right now, Leonard. He's like texting me, I need a deal. I need a deal. I need a deal. Like every couple of days. He's like, you have any deals? And I'm like, I don't want to sell you my deals. I want my own deals, so wholesale, I'm telling you, there are so many buyers for storage now. And the one thing I loved, I was on a call with a private lender earlier. We're trying to hash out the details I told you about, like how we're going to work together. And he was like, I'm in Seattle. I want to invest in Florida. He's like, what about if we come up with a way to work together. He's like, I've got partners. He's like, I've got people also that want to buy. He's like, why don't we partner? Why don't we work together so that we can also get all my partners into storage as well too? So it's like, even my lenders and my partners, they all have somebody that they want to buy from. They all have somebody that wants to buy storage. I'm saying everybody wants to get into storage right now, Oh, one thing I was going to point out too was that we were talking about multifamily, Rebecca, which I think you brought up multifamily. Somebody brought up multifamily. And what he was saying is that in the multifamily world, and he's an investor that's been investing for quite a while, is in the multifamily world, he said 80% of all multifamily all apartment buildings are owned by REITs. 80% of them. All right, are owned by REITs. Only 20% of all multifamily buildings out there are not owned by REITs. Okay, they're owned by like regular, just like owners. Only 20%, which is completely opposite of storage. 20% are owned by REITs and 80% are owned by mom and pop people. I'm saying we have the biggest opportunity. And now talking to somebody else, I was like on the coaching call, I was talking to somebody, and basically, there's a cycle in the real estate market. And in the cycle in the real estate market, the way it is that, think about this. If you think about this from like 2006 to 2015, like hardly anybody was in the real estate investing world. The only people that were really investing during that time were like true investors. You know what I'm saying? Like know what they're doing, have money, have cash, this kind of thing, right? And all these people right here, like you guys had no cash, like you guys were just like, you couldn't invest, right? So all those people for 15 years, nobody was buying storage, nobody was building storage. There's like this gap in storage, right? And so, if you think about it, all of these facilities that were built in the 1980s and the 1990s, and they're owned by owners that are like maybe 60, 70, 80 years old. Now they're all getting to this point where they want to sell. They've had these facilities for 20, 30, 40 years, right? And nobody's bought anything, like hardly anybody's bought or built in the last 15 years in this for storage, and not in the last 5 years, a lot's being built, but like from 2007 or 8 to like 2015, let's say, like just not a lot was being built, right? Because we were in that huge bubble. So like there's going to be a huge gap of like people that are not going to want to sell. But right now, all the people that were building in the 1980s and 90s, they all are thinking about selling. So you have to find those owners that built in the 1980s and the 1990s and talk to them and see if they want to sell. And they're all mom and pop owners. So it's just a different way of looking at how to find owners and what types of owners, right? Because typically, I mean, pretty much every facility I've ever bought from, they're all like 70 or 80 years old. You know, they're all in that age range, and they built in the 1980s and 90s. Okay, so that's another tip.